So very quickly, I realized the biblical stories are a restatement of the stories from out of ancient Sumer, Babylonia, Acadia, and Assyria, and that many of our familiar God stories are really restatements of ancient stories about sky people. They're not religious texts in original form. They're not stories about God in their original form. They are stories about paleo contact, our ancestors' contact with visitors from elsewhere in the cosmos. And some of those visitations were happy ones where the development of humanity was supported, and some of those visitations were less happy where essentially we were being colonized. And so Escaping from Eden shows how the paradigm shifts when you go to a more fundamental translation of the biblical texts. So it asked the question, was the human race created by God or engineered by ETs? And at the end of Escaping from Eden, the reader will be realizing, it looks like we had some external interventions here. The Scars of Eden is the next book, and it answers the question, so what? What difference does it make if we were created by God or engineered by ETs? What difference does that make in terms of how we live our lives, how we understand our world? And are there marks other than narrative marks on human history to indicate one way or the other? And in the Scars of Eden, I say, yes, there's a lot about how this world works that has its roots in ancient experiences of colonization. And then in Echoes of Eden, by the time I'm writing that book, I've realized that the cultures that have best curated the memory of ancient contact are also cultures that have thought through the implications. A different story of origins creates a different expectation for human potential. And so I sit down with indigenous leaders, people who are the curators of knowledge in cultures informed by traditional initiation. And I ask those questions. Who are we? What are we capable of? And Echoes of Eden ask the question, what secrets of human potential were buried along with our ancestors' memories of ET contact?